Good day. God bless you. Welcome back. My name is Zach Attack, and this is episode 55 in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. Guys, I said it yesterday, and we just hit it 600 subs. Thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride. I'm well along the road. I am, according to my last weigh in, I was 23 pounds down. So, we're going to lose 100 and we're going to document it every day. So today is day one of eating the small meals 5 or 6 times a day, 400 calorie meals or less, or whatever. But just keeping these meals small. So I was 247 pounds yesterday after work, and I'm just looking to really keep it as low as possible. I'm not setting an upper limit like I was in those first few videos, because I had a lot of the first 20 pounds is so easy to lose. And now it's, this last 2-3 series of 8 days has been a bit of a struggle. So it was, -2, +2, -3. So there's 24 days right there where really I only lost 3 pounds. But that's 1 pound a week on average, and that's not bad. Not rock star either, So I just want to start the fast. I'm already looking at, okay, after this 4 days of small meals, that I'm not so, where I need to lose 5 pounds just to get back to 247, where I was. And then, because that'll take 2 days. And then it's like, then how much can I lose the second 2 days? Well, I guess I'd be happy in that scenario, but like, that's what I'm saying, not to be too much more than 247. So, and it's looking pretty good. I've been just eating the small meals all day. Oh, I wanted to say something I've done before. Oh, you can't see them. Poker chips. So I just have these poker chips, and they just have 100 on them. They're like a little 100 poker chips, and I got 20 of them. I wanted 24, but I only have 20, so I'm gonna just go with the 2,000. So I count my calories. So I had apple for breakfast with black tea, so I put one chip down. A couple hours later, I made a big salad with cabbage and peppers and onions and mushrooms and tomatoes and 0-calorie dressing. It probably wasn't even 300, but I counted it as 300. A couple hours later, I had a couple small pork chops. It came to 320 calories, counted it as 400. A couple hours later, had another salad, counted it as 300. And then just now I had I just finished. I wanted to show it on the stream, but I didn't know how to. I got to figure out how to edit videos where I can show pictures and clips, and I'm gonna figure it out. But anyway, I ate just a little low carb tortilla with tomato sauce, and then I put just a little bit of meat and onions and peppers and mushrooms and mozzarella. I had kind of preheated, pre-toasted the low carb tortilla, so it was kind of firm. Put all the stuff on, put some mozzarella, threw it in my air fryer for 4 minutes, comes out, chop it 4 ways. It's so good. I chugged a bunch of almond milk, like 30 calories a cup. You drink a cup of almond milk, eat that little pizza, drink another cup of almond milk, and I am stuffed. I am so stuffed. So I almost feel like I'm not. I found a way to only eat 400 calories, but still eat a lot and feel full. So maybe I hacked the system here, and I think I got it figured out. And we'll see how this goes. And then I still have 4 more chips for this evening. It's 7:30. I probably finished that meal like 20 minutes ago, so 8:39. So technically I could eat another little meal at about 9:30, but we'll see if I even want to. So let's go to the Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 and 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, who you have received from God? So this verse is just Paul writing to the Corinthians, like, hey, don't you know your body is a temple that the Holy Spirit is dwelling in, and so treat it right. So this is a verse about let's follow Christ, let's follow the Bible, let's use the Christian example as laid forth by the Creator of our body to keep it healthy in His name. This verse is kind of just saying it. Your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, that you should receive from God. So let's take care of it. What quote did I write? Oh, I wrote another Sun Tzu quote. I like this one. I've known about this one for like 30 years and I've always liked it. Victorious warriors win first and then go into war, while defeated warriors go to war and then seek to win. So this is like somebody that's going to try to lose weight is the one that's going to just try and then not figure it out and then fail. And this other person is just, I'm doing it. So this particular victorious warriors win first. It's talking about, like let's say even like mixed martial arts fighters today. I mean, do you win the fight in the ring or do you win the fight in the gym? I mean, you win the fight in the gym, obviously. You don't just go into the cage having never trained and then hope to win when you get there. So do you see what this Bible verse and what the last few days of Bible verses, I've pulled out some, hey, it's in your mind, it's in your thinking, it's in your words, and then it'll be in your body, So I love this quote by Sun Tzu though, and whoever he was, and if he's anybody, who knows, but so it reminds me though, like maybe let me talk about the recommended book. I've talked a lot about habits, and I've just failed to mention what book I've got most of it from, although there's been several other books. But the one I had been reading most recently was Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I don't know if it's out on, I don't know if there's a hard copy of it even out, but I know it's on Audible because that's where I listen to it. And Atomic, it's a little misleading because you kind of think like atomic bomb, like boom habits. And it's like, no, it's talking about like atomic, like a subatomic particles and, like tiny little habits is, and make the change. So this book is really good. I've probably listened to it a half a dozen times, and I'll probably listen to it a half a dozen times again this year alone, because it's just one of those books that it's real. It's spitting truth, and it's functional, and it has caused changes to happen in my life. I really truly believe, like quitting the coffee, quitting the e-cigarette, minimal alcohol. I contributed a lot to have following the advice in this book. So, guys, I want to talk about competence. Like, what, ladies and gentlemen, not just guys. I'm a confident guy. People tend to think I'm very cocky and what do you call it? Like self-centered. I don't know, stuck up, maybe even. And it's just because I'm confident. I'm not. I don't. And then today it really hit me like, well, what is confidence? What's the difference? Why would people not like you because you're confident in yourself? And I finally realized it's when you care about what other people think of you. If you are more concerned what other people think of you than your own habits, actions, your own self-worth, your own self-love, your own self-care, if you care about what your coworker, even your husband or wife, you should not care what they think about you more than what you think about you. And when you do, you will appear to be cocky, stuck up, whatever. But what it is confidence. And sometimes confidence, I jokingly, because I'm so confident, I just joke about it. And like, I don't know, I try to be funny all the time, or I just, poke fun at people, and I'm trying to kind of bring them along with me. Like, hey, don't worry about, what do you think? What do you care if I'm picking on you? Like, you should not care at all. People even get mad that I'm picking on somebody else, like, because they care what other people think of them. And it's like, man, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to make myself look out to be some kind of asshole or anything, but I think it's this confidence that has caused me to start this channel, to start this journey, to want to document it, to want to prove to myself and to the world that I can lose 100 pounds. And when I started the video, the series, I said, go from 270 pounds to 170 pounds. But really, I was 315 pounds before the series started. So once I get to 215, which will probably be, my birthday is at the end of May. I'm going to set a goal to be, well, no, I already got a goal to be 218 by April 1st. That's going to be close. If I'm like even 225 to 228, I'll be happy. And then I'll set the next goal to be 215 by the end of May, so I can be 100 pounds down by my 51st birthday. Oh, I ran into this quote online today, and I just wrote it down because it kind of hit me. It was like, happiness comes and goes, but bad decisions stick around for a long time. And then I wrote, so decide wisely. And it's so true, right? Like, I've read some psychology books, and I watched Jordan Peterson's videos and read all his books and listened to all his lectures. And he talks a lot about, well, not a lot, but he talks some about some of his books and lectures about like happiness being a pursuit. If it even is a worthy pursuit, like I want to be happy. And it's like, well, do you want to be happy at your father's funeral? Like, I'm not saying he says that, but I'm trying to paraphrase the happiness is so fleeting. For a fact that you're going to be in misery in life at certain points in time, guaranteed. So his example is maybe seek more to be content and be humble and what did he say in one of his books, like be the strongest voice at your parents' funeral or something like that. I can't remember. I'm saying it wrong, but the idea is to be rock steady at your core, to be able to weather the storm. And it's funny how weak we are as Americans and how little we've had to endure. People think their life is so miserable. I listen to it. I just see it all day, every day on social media from my family and my friends. And it just brings me down to even see them believing they're in such misery when their life would be just a jackpot dream life for most of the people in the world today. If they had the wealth, the land, the jobs, the access to food, water, heat, shelter, just have you ever been attacked by bandits? I mean, our life is so easy. We have it so made in America. We should be doing everything we could do to not change anything ever. But you guys go ahead and crash the country if you want. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight. I'm going to trust in the Lord's plan. The Bible, at the end of the Bible, you know what? I win. So I'm sticking to them guns. Also, this came to me today. I was trying to think of ways to encourage my subscribers and people following along and friends and family even that aren't on here, just where do you start when you just don't believe in yourself? Well, Zach, what diet should I go on? What workout plan should I do? And it's like, that ain't it. That's not going to get you there. You have to be psychologically, mentally in the game. You have to change your state of mind. And you say, well, I just can't. Well, okay. All right. Then let me just set a base that you're going to try, even though you're going to fail. We're just try and fail on purpose, fail. Okay. Tomorrow, wake up and let's just say you're going to try to go till noon tomorrow without eating. And let's say you've never done that. Like you wouldn't normally do that because that's going to be not harmful to anybody's health. I mean, if you're overweight, if you're underweight, then this does not apply to you. But okay, you're going to try to go till noon tomorrow and before eating. And as you go to bed tonight, you just know you're not going to do it, right? But here's what I want to get you into your head then. That you're going to never give up and you're going to try again the next day. And you say, Zach, what good is that? I'm going to purposely fail every day. It's like, go ahead, purposely fail every day because you will get sick of it. And it will build up confidence in you. You will start to enjoy it. You will be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to go till noon, and you'll make it till noon. And you'll be so proud when you accomplish it. And then it'll be easy. And then you could cut carbs and then cut, any liquid. This is the only liquid. Look, I cashed my whole gallon. I did good today. That and tea, all kinds of tea. No sweet teas. Like, make sure you're not buying there's tea bags that have like sweeteners in them. I didn't know that at first. I accidentally drank one when I was fasting a month ago. But like green tea, black tea, English breakfast tea, which is black tea. There's all kinds of different black tea. Black tea is actually just green tea that has been toasted, takes the bitterness out. Green tea gives you a little more of an amped up feeling, but it's a little more bitter. And then there's other herbal teas and oolong tea, and look them up. There's so many good ones. I mean, most of the world know, like Asia, they're all over. Like, just look up what are all the teas that Asian people drink, because they're way smarter than us. They know what to drink. Um, so you're gonna try, and then you're gonna promise to yourself to never give up. And then that's it. You just keep trying and never give up. And if you can do that, you won. You won. You won. You're gonna continuously get better and better and better and stronger and stronger. As you fail tomorrow morning, when you don't make it till noon, you're gonna get stronger. You even if you get down on yourself, like, don't even get down on yourself. Just be like, "Yep, that was some training. I made it." Let's say you normally eat breakfast at 7 and you made it till 7:30 instead. That was training. That, like I said, if you're going to go run a marathon, you're not going to just go get up and run a marathon the next day. You're going to get up and run, let's say you're way out of shape. You're going to run like an eighth of a mile, or maybe not even that, and you're going to work your way up. And you say, well, I failed, so I give up. It's like, no. I mean, even regular marathon runners can't always run a marathon. Like, if they're not, let's just say they run one once a year. Well, then, like, in the middle of the year, that 6 months out, they probably couldn't run one, because they're not training. If they're not training full time, and then they train themselves up because they're living a fit and healthy lifestyle, and they know they can ramp their cardio up in like 3 months, and then boom, go run it again. So my point is to just train your body, train your mind. It's not even training your body; it's training your mind to try. And then just have the resolve that you're never going to give up. That part will never change. If you're on this channel and you're a quitter, you're going to quit. Then just go away, But let's just, come on. Let's not quit. Let's never give up. I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to cheat. I'm going to tell you guys everything. I've told you everything I ate. I've told you all the workouts I do. I'm being honest. I'm not disappearing, but I'm losing weight. And you're gonna see, I'm feeling the confidence. I'm feeling so good about myself. I walked around the gym today, and it was packed. It was as packed as I've ever seen this particular gym. What day is it? I don't know. Maybe I was just there. I think I was there a little earlier than usual. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyway, it was way packed, and there was 100 gorgeous women in there, from young to older than me. And so I was enjoying the views and working out and just contemplating my fitness and my journey that I'm on. And, I really was like, I don't even want to talk to any of these women. And I realized why, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm working on myself right now. I'll get to that later. I'm loving Zach right now, and I'm going to take care of Zach, and I'm going to attack the fat. Zach is going to attack the fat until there's none left to attack. And then I'm going to attack, well, not physically attack women, but attack the relationship status. So, all right. So the gym was packed. It felt great. It just really reaffirmed to me where I'm at. The confidence and the self-love is real. So, all right. The 400 calorie meals are I don't know. It's like a total life hack for me right now. I just feel like I'm eating a ton of food still. I just, like I said, I Googled like very filling, low calorie meals. That's what I looked up, like not food, but meals, like, because lettuce and celery and, I call it, I already called it crunchy water. Like celery is like 5 calories. It's basically just fiber holding water in it with barely any calories. And same with lettuce. Cabbage is a little more complex, but it's still where you could eat a ton of cabbage. You could eat a whole head of cabbage for, and put some stuff with it and it'd still be under 400 calories. So where was my mind drifting? Oh, I also started taking it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's working. a colon cleanse, 9 herbs plus probiotics once daily for regularity and detox. And it's just a veggie cap, and it has just a bunch of herbs in it. I can't even, it's so small with my glasses on. Black walnut, grape root extract, yellow root. I can't see it all. But anyway, it's this one. I think I just bought it at Walmart or Target or wherever I was. I don't remember, but I've only been taking them for a couple days. And at first I forgot I was even taking them because you just take one capsule in the morning or whenever. And I was like, wow, these vegetables are really giving me the boom. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I started taking those too. So between that, that combination. So, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I feel like I ate more food than I've eaten in months. And I'm only at 1,600 calories. Like, the amount of food I've eaten today is way more than enough. I could have, spread them out even more. I didn't exactly eat every 2 hours. I ate like, maybe 1 hour apart at one time, but 4 hours apart the other time. I stayed busy. I got up and kind of overslept by an hour or something. Instead of 5:30, I think I got up at about 6:30 or 7. And just staying busy in between. Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, I got a little thing here. I'm gonna bring it up in a minute. But like, so I didn't have much planned today because when I'm fasting, I'm like, that's what I'm fasting. I'm fasting, but it's my work day, so I work 12 hours. I go to the gym or not, come home, play a video game to keep me not eating, and go to bed. Like, that's how it's easy for me to fast, because the 12-hour workday is a huge advantage. I don't even want to try to lie and act like it's not. If I was on 8 hours, I'd still do it easily. I would just have to come up with something to do. And I already know what I would do. I would go work my other job, because that's what I was doing when I was on 8-hour shifts when I was fasting before. So I'd get off work at 3, and, maybe come home and straighten up a little bit and freshen up a little bit, and then jump on my food delivery service for 3-4 hours, and then come home and same thing, watch a couple videos, read the Bible, whatever, go to bed. So I was saying, like, when you let's say when you first start these 400 calorie meals, and you just eat, and it ain't enough, and you just want to eat, which I can say some more about that, but let me finish this. Let me light my candle here. I love these. This is just like a vanilla candle. I just love the smell of it, and it smells up my whole living room because it's such a little apartment. Just gets everything all vanilla, and it's got all kinds of, and myrrh and sandalwood, tonka. I don't even know what that is. Amber and cedar wood. Oh, it's amazing. And that reminds me too, I found some of my essential oils, and it made me want to talk about one of them. Where is it? Here it is. For blood sugar control, guys. When your doctor tells you you're pre-diabetic, and you buy your blood testing kit, and you test your blood sugar and it's a little high, or if you're full-blown diabetic and you want to learn how to, well, for one, go watch my the one about diabetes video and the other playlist. But this particular essential oil, and this isn't even like a high grade one. I don't even know the brand name of this, but cinnamon essential oil. And you just take a drop, or you can, the better way to do it is to mix it with like a oil, like a carrier oil. I think you can use, is it called fractionated coconut oil? Something like that. They got oil that you can add these in, because really you just need a couple drops. So I used to buy like these little 2-ounce or 4-ounce little squirt spray bottles. And then you'd put a few drops of this, and you'd put the other stuff and shake it up and spray it on the bottom of your feet. The cinnamon. It will drop your blood sugar by like 100 points in an hour. And I've done it. I've eaten a big high carb meal, checked my blood, saw that it was all skyrocketed up. This is when I first got diabetes. I already knew about essential oils, but I didn't know about cinnamon. And my girlfriend at the time, Holly, she's a wonderful woman. I still like her a lot. I would love to be her friend still if she ever sees these videos. I got to throw a shout out to her. But she told me about how the cinnamon was good for blood sugar control. And then I Googled it, like, what do you do with it? Because some of these you can't just drink them. You can't eat them. There's food grade essential oils, and then there's non-food. Anyway, I think this one's a non-food grade one anyway. But who's on here today? Are you able to shop at Trader Joe's for sales? Excellent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's Trader Joe's around here. Where are you from, Angel? And then the prancing cat. Oh, you changed your picture. Good evening, the prancing cat. I didn't even recognize you. You changed. I can't really see what that little picture is, but yeah, Trader Joe's. If you're talking about like healthy food and vegetables and fruits, I appreciate that heads up. I don't know if you know, but like Aldi's was the store before Trader Joe's, and then two brothers inherited it, and they were fighting over it. So one of them kept the Aldi, and the other one started the Trader Joe's. But oh, okay, well, oh, awesome, man. I'm jealous. I wish I was out there. I actually really want to go on vacation out there just to hike some of the national forests and trails and stuff out there. But yeah, I'm gonna write that down because I want to say, yeah, there's some around here, and I'm gonna go check them out just for some of the options there. So anyway, just finishing up my point on the essential oil cinnamon. Just great for your blood sugar. You know, if you just got diabetes and you don't want to take the shots and the pills, and if you're not going to take the shots and the pills, then do not eat sugar. You know, those are for if you're just dumber than a third grader and you can't stop eating carbs, diabetes will kill you. So I got diabetes. I quit drinking alcohol, quit eating pasta, bread, rice, any kind of processed food or carbs for over a year. Not a beer, not a noodle, not a rice, and it was gone. But this helped a lot. This when in the very beginning when my blood sugar was still like 300, you know, because I didn't take any shots or medicine, so it took me like 2 weeks to get it back down to normal, which is hilarious, right? My doctor would have never told me what to do. But that's just a little bonus heads up. And then the same thing with the colon cleansing herbal. This one, just so you know, I mean, I'm just gonna, I don't know. Hopefully they don't get mad that I'm advertising their product on my channel. I can't imagine they would, because I'm telling them, it's not like, blah, you know, you don't even notice it. You take it and hours and hours and hours go by and nothing. You don't feel any cramping or bloating or nothing. And it helps though. You know, it's just like overall, it's cleaning you out just a little more, but it's nothing dramatic. And so that's what I like about it. I actually took 2 of them today. I took 1 yesterday and 2 today. And I think it says take 1 a day, but I'm a pretty big dude with a pretty big belly. So I might just pop 2 a day. Maybe 2 at once, or 1 in the morning and 1 for lunch or something. So, man, I got a lot of things coming up on my calendar, on my planner. I'm this trip to the Philippines is looking like it's going to happen. It's going to be a great, like maybe 2 weeks. Yes, in and around Cebu City, Philippines, and it's just gorgeous weather and beautiful beaches and resorts and hotels. And I want to experience like the street food, like Filipino street food. Like I can't wait to be over there and eat all their authentic, meals and dishes. And then I have another trip planned up to. I'm in Minnesota, so northern Minnesota has the Boundary Waters. It's called Boundary Water Canoe Area, where you get a permit and reserve some time and space, and you can get a canoe and you take off through the lakes and rivers and streams, and you can go all over, and there's campsites everywhere so it's probably gonna be up there for 4 or 5 days later in I think May, where we have that trip. Hopefully April, the Philippines. I am hoping that I get good service in the Philippines and up in the Boundary Water, because I want to continue to make my videos, and the Philippines one should be awesome. Is this the same guy talking? Are you familiar with Dr. Berg? Great wealth of... Yeah, there's so many. I'm pretty sure I do know that guy, but I'm gonna write him anyway. It's funny because I think I was just watching him today. And if it's the same guy, yeah. I almost want to look it up on my phone quick. Oh, I don't even have my phone by me. But thanks for the heads up. I'm gonna check that out too. I'm gonna hit the Trader Joe's. I'm gonna check him out. Somebody else had recommended like a motivational speaker guy a few weeks back, and I looked him up, and he was amazing. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want out of this YouTube channel. I want us to talk to each other, to chat, to communicate, talk to each other in the chat. There's only 3 live viewers right now, but we'll get up to where we got 10 and 15 and 20. Like I said, I just hit 600 subscribers. I mean, that's as small of a YouTube channel as you can get. You can't even monetize your channel at this little amount of subscribers. But probably 6 months or by the end of the year, I'll probably write that as a goal. I think I did. Yeah, on my planner, I'll just show quick. I have a list of goals on my planner on the front underneath the first few pages. It's just a list of yearly goals, and one of them is to monetize my YouTube channel by this year. And then I have this too, talking about weight loss. I have 230, and then 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, so I can check them off as I get it, go as my goals. And then I have like run a 5K, run a 10K, run a half marathon, because that's things, oh, yes. Very much, communication in any relationship, everybody talks about like communication is key in a successful marriage. And it's like, no, communication is key in successful everything, in successful politics and successful friendships and coworkers and, bosses communicating to their employees communicating to their bosses, and like I said, I jokingly put life trainer to the stars. If you look, I don't even know where it says it. It's on my YouTube channel somewhere, like on the main page. It says Zach at Healthy, Wealthy, Happy 777, trainer to the stars. And it's like, yeah, not the stars in Hollywood. It's the stars in outer space. So, yeah, I'm just hoping we can, as the months go by, as the years go by, we could have, a lot more live viewers and a lot better production videos. But I enjoy the live streams. Well, because I really can't even figure out how to. I can record a video and post it just like I'm doing now. I know how to do that, but I really can't figure out how to like edit them and cut them out and add blips. Because out of the 55 or 60 videos I've made so far, I've rewatched them all, and I've misspoke dozens of times. And I want to learn how to, like just put a little bloop right here on the screen. I just meant whatever I meant, whatever I missaid, because it's dozens of spots already. I've misspoke. Or in my mind, I said the right thing. And then when I watch the video, I'm like, what? I didn't say that. Like, I was totally thinking the right thing, but it just came out wrong. So it's kind of funny how that happens. And so anyway, talking about what to do, like when you eat your 400 calorie meal. Because like I said, if you're going to eat almonds or like, let's say like a cheese or something like that, you're not going to get very much food for 400 calories. So what are you going to do for 2 hours, 3 hours to not eat? So I've never built one of these in my life, but I bought a Lego set. Just a little I think it's like, I guess I don't know how many pieces it is, but I think it said like 500. No, 300. 298 pieces, so it shouldn't take too long, but something to do like in between. And I made sure it was my level 8 and up. So, yeah, just something to do, like a few things today. So I got up today and I had an apple and black tea for breakfast, right? And I was like, well, I want to eat more. I want to eat more. So I grabbed some celery and peanut butter. And I was like, no, Zach, no, you'll just do it later. Just eat again in a little while. So what did I do? I started cleaning my locker out. And I have I'm in a small efficiency, but I rent an extra locker out in the hallway. So I went out and I pushed a cart and I took some bins and I threw tons more stuff away. And it was awesome. And then I came back and made some food. And then I started wanting to eat again. And it was like, well, I waited a couple hours. I had a salad. Then I was like, oh, I want to eat more. I was like, just go shopping. So I went to Walmart. I picked up some, there's going to be some shelving units behind here, probably by tomorrow or the next day, because I got 2, like 9 squares, and it's like a bookshelf. I think they're only going to be about this high, maybe about as high as this little shelf here. So I'm real happy though, because I have stuff I need to organize. It's just kind of piling up around. So, so that kept me busy. And then I ate again. I made one of them little pizzas. It's pretty awesome. These pizzas are totally filling. It's the low carb, the carb balanced tortillas, not the burrito ones, but like you're making a enchilada or a soft taco out of it. Maybe they're like, I don't even know. Let's just say 6 inches. Um, and so you could just make the meat and onions and mushrooms and have a whole bunch of it and just make a whole pound of it, which is in it's probably enough to make like 8 of them, and throw it in that in the fridge, and then you can just reheat it up. And I put the cheese on top and throw it in the air fryer. You can't go too heavy on the cheese. You're trying to stay under 400 calories. So like an ounce of mozzarella, I should look that up, but it's over 100 calories. But the shell's only 70. Like it's probably only like 2 ounces of meat on there. The tomato sauce has hardly any calories. So it comes out to about 400 calories, even a little less if you don't go too nuts piling it up. And it's a pretty filling meal. Like I said, chug some almond milk. A whole cup of almond milk is only 30 calories. And that fills you up right there. And then you eat the little pizza and you're stuffed. And then you drink more, almond milk just to prove to and then drink some water. Like my last meal here, I just finished it like 10 minutes before the stream. Are you? Yeah, yep. Big Vikings fan. I've lived here my whole life. Well, I was in the military, so I was around in a few other states, but I was kind of a Panthers fan because I lived in North Carolina for a few years when I was in the 82nd Airborne Division. But yep, Skol Vikings, baby. It's always next year for them guys, but here's another example of just the mindset of like sports fan, for example. Like I have friends that are my kind of people. Like back in the inner city where I grew up, they don't care if they win or lose. They're gonna be Vikings fans till the day they die, and they back them up no matter what. And then you got these kind of people like, well, they just buy the jacket of whoever won the Super Bowl. Like to me, those are the kind of people, they're just not in the mental state that I want to be around. Those kind of people I don't really, not a big fan of, like just, what do you call them, like fair weather fans. um so that's that. My opinion on that. If you're gonna be if you're from a state that has a football team, why would you pick another team to be a fan of, like out of your state? I'll tell you why. Just to be a little rascal. Be a little, oh, I just always liked them. It's like, yeah, I always liked, I liked other teams growing up. Like, I was born in '72, so when Walter Payton was with the Bears, if you know who he was, I mean, in the '80s, he was just awesome. And I played running back in little league and a little bit of fullback in high school. So I was a big Bears fan, and like Mike Singletary was their middle linebacker, and I mean I was a big Chicago Bears fan, but I'm not like buying their jerseys and their hats and and toting their flags around and everything. I'm from Minnesota, so I cheer for the Vikings because that's what you do. So, all right, guys, looks like I am out of notes. I'm never out of time, but I'm out of notes. Let me look around. Yep, I gotta show off my Lego car. It's like a 007, little cool looking car. It says Aston Martin DB5. It's probably the kind of car it is. I'm just not a big car guy, but this looked cool. Actually, once I build this and I build these shelves, I'll put it right here. I'll build my Legos and then put them on the shelf behind me. It'll be awesome. Wow, we've went from 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3 to 1 several times of live viewers during the stream. If everybody would have came on at once, we could have broke the world record. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Come again. Thanks for subscribing. All right, guys. For the live viewers that just jumped on, thanks for checking me out. Hope you can go back and watch the whole video. Go back and watch the whole series of videos, being we're on episode 55 of the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. Just documenting my journey going, I was 315 pounds on January 1st, 2016. Got down to like 245 pounds that same year from a big push to get rid of my diabetes. And I went back to the doctor, and lo and behold, it was gone. No medication, no shots. And then over since 2016, so what is that, 7 years almost, Actually, yeah, it's almost exactly because I got it January 23rd, 2016. 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So up and down in my weight since then because I just haven't been as disciplined because the diabetes was gone. But it's like checking my A1C. That's another big goal. I have one of my other yearly goals here. Is to improve overall health with an A1C of 5.6 or less. So that's where you're under you don't have diet, you don't even have pre-diabetes. I'm in the last since 2016, my A1C was 11.2 when I found out, but like 90 days later it was 6.1, which is pre-diabetic, and I was happy with that. I shouldn't have been, but I was. And then last summer, or the summer before, no, the summer before, I was training for a half marathon. I'd lost a bunch of weight. I was eating super low carb. I tested my A1C and it was 5.4, which is 2 points, 3 points below even where you need to be not even in the pre-diabetic range. So anyway, 5.6 is where you're not diabetic, you're not pre-diabetic. And we're going to test my A1C on April 1st, which I have that up here somewhere. A1 218 April 1st or shortly thereafter with an A1C of less than 5.6. And then later on my yearly goals, I have to achieve an A1C below 5, which if I get down to anywhere close to 170, my A1C will be that low because last year, 2 years ago when I checked it, when it was 5.4, I still weighed 220 pounds and it was not even pre-diabetic. So that was like a healthy, your heart, my heart is healthy, my cholesterol is good, my blood pressure is good. It's just I got to keep this A1C down for longevity, to be around. I want to say be around for my kids, but they don't much hang out with me anyway. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and have another whole round of kids here pretty quick. And this is my favorite one. My last goal for the year, you can't see it, but is to get into fitness model shape. I laugh not because it's funny, but because I'm going to do it. And then I'll be laughing, the laugh of joy. All right. All right, guys, you know what I'm about to say because I'm about to wrap it up, and that is to jump on board with Jesus. He is the winner. He has gained victory over the enemy. And when you're on his team, you're on the winning team. The game's been, the battle's been fought. The war's over. Jesus won. Satan lost. There's no more conflict. The only conflict is here on earth for you to decide to be a servant of Christ or to be fooled and follow Satan, or to follow Satan willingly. Some people are really screwed. If you follow Satan on accident, you might have a chance that we could save you after that in the next world age. But jump on board with Jesus because he loves you. I love you. And I will catch you guys tomorrow evening.